What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you the last OneHive war recap versus Just Family. 119 and 56 kind of tells it all. It wasn't really a fair fight. However, I got to do a recap, and I'm going to show some Town Hall 11 some love today because there was some fresh hits, 3 stars up top. Before we get started, there's really not much to show on the left side, so we'll just stay on the right. We're like, the glaring question is, why isn't this a perfect war? This little guy right here, this base was hit 5 times. So it wasn't without effort. So props to that dude. 5 times holding, right? Alright, to start things off, we got Zefram going in fresh hit on number 2. Going to be an AQ. I believe he showed this on his channel. If you guys want to check that out, he has his own personal channel where he archives his sick attacks. This one was posted. I mentioned to him that he forgot to mention in his video that this was a fresh hit. So he's got an AQ walk with your standard combo of Warden and AQ with the Rage in there just to start that funnel and way down. He is fighting the sweeper at the same time, but it's really a non-factor. Keeping that 150 number in mind while she's going to make her way down to this Eagle Artillery. I can never say this. The Eagle. There we go. That's how I'm going to get through that. She's going to keep walking, and she's really okay here. As he invests another Rage, I just want to make sure we don't miss the top portion here. As he invests another Rage to ensure that he gets that beefy, high hit point, Eagle Artillery. There, I said it runs finally. With 3-point defense coming at him at 1 point. Manages through it with the Rage behind, the healer, Warden combo with the Queen. And the whole bottom section is basically gutted. He even opens up the outro or exit for the Queen charge here by putting a jump there. And now that the defenses are distracted, he goes ahead and sends the main attacking force with their mass bowlers, as we're going to zoom in here and get part of this action. So his Queen's going to stay in the middle here, and this was really a couple of things about this for those of you that are Town Hall 10s and around there. You never want to place your Infernals like this. One freeze will grab that, and nowadays with these armies, as we push play, single target Inferno is a no-no. That is for sure. You got to have at least one multi up in there because of mass attacks like this that just make quick. Look at this. Yeah, they'll get 1 or 2 bowlers, but then is gone, and there's nothing left to stop them because the healers are still up, and now they're locked onto a group on the bottom. The only thing that really stops the bowlers at this point are DGBs, and the way that these were placed, given that they had a wall piece separating them, they set off 1 at a time. He had some miners in the CC, if I'm not mistaken, to clean up the top side, which is really smart, as the main attacking force is breaking through the last part of this wall to meet these defenses here on the left. Meanwhile, he's still got those CC bowlers that are doing work up top, and it's over at this point. Still got an AQ ability in the bag. Just really smart, well thought out plan, and most importantly, well executed. Disclaimer, I'm not trying to say these are the hardest bases in the world, but at the end of the day, it's a Town Hall 11 3-star fresh hit, and these are not absolute like crap bases. Nothing's a guarantee in Clash of Clans. But not to mention up at the Town Hall 11 level. Sorry, I had to see what commotion is going on. My cat's getting scolded. Run, dinosaur, run. Red 5 on number 3, also a fresh hit. Yeah. It's going to do something. A boner attack. Starts the ever so popular Queen Warden combination with healers behind. To take care of this whole section, gets an automatic aggro onto the enemy Queen. She's done, and they basically started one side of the funnel here. I don't believe he breaks in though. Nope, doesn't. Not quite yet. There goes the funnel. Eagle Artillery is activated, so he's got to get a move on to get into that, and there's the wall breaker in. Eagle Artillery, you know, we were talking that, you know, we know when it activates, but how it targets isn't the troop. It's down to hit points down to a single tile. So if you have a weakened Archer Queen, doesn't have a lot of hit points, and you drop your Barbarian King down that's fully healthy, it'll target onto that. Or if you have weakened heroes in the middle, and you drop like a collection of like hogs or miners that are 5 hit points each, and they all congregate on one tile, it'll target that group. So it's all about the highest, it targets the highest combined hit points down to a single tile after it's activated. Sends in the bowlers. Bowlers are out of the picture now here. He sends in his miners, and that's his main attacking force because he's got 3 healers here. This is definitely your 2-phased attack where he used half his army with those bowlers in the walk here to get it started, but then his main attacking force really are the miners, as they, with these ring bases, that's the answer. I've even done it out on a Town Hall 10, my Town Hall 10, so it's very, with level 2 miners, very doable. You just keep them healthy under heal. As they circle the base, you're going to get everything. When they go underground and they have to the defenses have to retarget, really what makes them shine here. And then of course them being healed underground, so not to mention they're no longer being target, but they're being healed at the same time, so it's really nice. Excuse me. So just the last part of this, really no question, he is going to leave. Wow, what the heck is wrong with me? He is going to leave the Town Hall for last. We're going to fast forward just because I have 2 other raids to show you and I don't want the video to be too long. There it is with the Queen taking care of the last threat, the multi-inferno. There's going to be a DGB in the middle here, which they just muscle through, and with the help of the healers in the middle. So great job, Red 5. Really enjoyed that fresh hit 3-star. And I believe it was Whoopie or Andre. I gotta give him a shout out. Andre with a 6-pack, buddy. I might look at that for a beer run. And I think it was going through this, I believe I selected Whoopie, so yeah, I did. And I'm going to probably use Andre, spoiler alert, for a sip beer run. You got to show the man love. Whoopie also got the cleanup fresh hit, not fresh hit, cleanup on number 1. So props out to Whoopie, which I still don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. So no one's told me ever since I made the mistake, because I think of Whoopi Goldberg every time I see Whoopi. It's fun. You guys can just make fun of me. So it gets an easy lure here with this just hanging out for everybody to see. I mean, it was very cheap funnel. Left hand side starts to walk, drags them down. Queen's okay. You know, these minions in the CC, I've seen them do work. I really have. So had to drop down the rage here. Wanted to see if it could handle it by himself. Down goes the poison onto the drag, and then the loon to follow. But it's okay here. And then he drops. Then Whoopie. I'll just keep going with it. Drops the warden, opens up the wall, and is going for obviously the eagle artillery. There it activates here. He's got to bum rush it now. There's that part we were just talking about, that the BK is the highest combined hit point. Yes, he's 1 troop, but he's the healthiest there, so he has the most hit points, and that's why he got targeted first. There goes down the eagle, and then he sends in the miners here on the bottom portion while the royals take a walk, contemplating life and looking at butterflies at the top. So keeping the BK, there's a nice split here. Don't know if this was according to plan, but it worked out really nice. BK under heal, supporting his healers here with just a few bowlers that strayed off the path to join them, and he still has 2 heals as they to work their way around. I gotta keep zoomed out so you guys can see what's going on up here. So, you know, at this point though, Whoopie is not really looking at the what's going on up top as he loses his archer queen. It's really focused because there's nothing really he can do up there. Both abilities were already used. So you're focused at the bottom portion of where the miners are, making sure that he keeps them healed when needed as they get into high hit point areas, splash damages, and of course there goes 1 giant bombs. So this again, fresh hit. So really great job, Whoopie. The Town Hall 11s went off this war. It was a really great showing. We're going to fast forward here because, as with you, look at Mike the minion here doing work all by himself. Leaving the Town Hall last to get that 3. Great job, Whoopie. Whoopie! Alright, so as promised from the last war recap with Ain't Nobody, I was talking about how I used healers on my golem to start one part of my mass bowler attack, and my golem lasted almost to the very end of it. It's a strategy I don't feel is used enough, and so I had hinted that there was a Head Savage does him a lot, which he does, but I misspoke. I actually was talking about Sloffels. So let's go down and look for Sloffels. Alright, I believe it was no smoking. Yeah. Check this out, buddy. I really think that this is going to be a rising strategy. Not the composition, but this technique of how you use healers onto golems. This golem is just tanking everything. 1, 2, 3 point defense and splash damage from the wizards. He sends 2 golems, and the queen is right behind that. Great funnel going on with the baby dragon on the right and the sacrificial whiz on the left. Jump in there. Stu got the healers up. Aggro's onto the CC, gets the lure, poison goes down, rage him up. Here comes the bowlers. All standard stuff, right? But why this is so effective, in my opinion, is that at this point the golems would have been gone. If you don't bring, if you would have gone stoned, golems die eventually. But they're halfway at 5th. Here we go. Wait, let's keep going. Let the healer there. Now the healers are gone. So the healers are gone, but look at the golems. Okay, unbroken golems in the core that are going to tank all this for his hogs coming in. And one kind of got a DGB set over here. And then he's got his bowlers over here on the right side. But 47% halfway through the raid. Hasn't even started his back end portion or the second half of his attack of hogs. He's got unbroken golems in the core. That is why this, whenever possible, base allowing, should probably look into, at least I know I am, that's something I'm working on. How can I take advantage of including healers into my raid? I even done as much as keeping in my other this was just such a sick attack. I really like the way he used the healers on those golems, which by the way are still unbroken. Does any of break? There we go. Finally, 18 seconds left in the raid and 1 golem breaks. It's just insane. Really great job. He can bag 3 hogs, but he's going to go ahead and just send them down for the sake of time because it's his second attack. Why keep him? Great 3. Sloffels really enjoyed that. I believe he has another account at War Whales. Just great attacks. Really like that stuff. Anyway, that'll do it for this war recap from OneHive. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than the double, and I'll check you next time.